World of Horror may not have seen an official update in quite a while, no time this year at least, but the fans are always on top of it, cranking out more stuff for me to enjoy. I've got a new batch of stuff that I'm eager to dive into. So we're back on my 100% PC file. The PS4 is behind us. Probably mercifully so, because this is a better version of the game, quite objectively. Probably turn that briefcase off. I don't think I have any further use for it. It's one last square on the backstory selection list. Seems like a mistake. Fill in this last square already. But over on this side, we have plenty of squares. Look at all these squares. So, not even the 1.0 update, an update before that, allowed us to get a total of 25 custom characters that we can play as. So I've just loaded all my custom characters back in. Good old Chonky, still here. All the classics. We've got a special one right here. I'll save that for a little later. For now, let's this time take a look at Mai Hatano, the 24-year-old agender investigator. After their mom's unsolved disappearance 15 years ago, they've returned to their hometown to find some closure and to prove to their skeptical readers that the horrors aren't just a crazy conspiracy. Plus perception minus charisma. Extremely good pixel art there. And some perk packs that you don't see in the main game, so I honestly don't know what they do. Curious to find out. I still haven't played too much as these new gods. Or frankly, this god, for that matter. But none of these particularly make a significant difference, so I'll go for the one that I have acquired the least recently, or the most recently. Although I think I have already seen all of the possible custom events related to that deity, so maybe I should have chosen one that I haven't. We start with lucky earrings and the flashlight, so we're a very lucky character. And the flashlight is extremely handy. Cannot be overstated. I mean, every run should have a light source of some kind. It passes multiple checks throughout the game. I don't think our strength is very good. I think our perception was up. Illegal Den has a good perception weapon. We'll try and go that route. Yeah, my perception is 9. And my other stats, don't worry about them. My hair is too awesome to worry about those stats. Got a thrifted jacket or your mom. Mai loves hot moms. Relatable. I didn't even check if we got a bottle or not. I'm that confident. We totally got a bottle. Could have been filled with water. Oh well. Check the peephole. I know nothing has changed with the peephole. Ever. Not in the entire time that I've owned this game has anything ever been changed in the peephole. So we've got Pen Pal Prowl's Postal, Sinister Scoop of the Sunlit Shuttle, and Devious Diatribe of a Dental Demon. 3 new custom mysteries. I don't know much about any of them. So let's focus on these other ones for now. Because we're gonna have to do 3 of them. And then 2 custom mysteries. not necessarily in that exact order. Kind of want to see found footage, just to actually observe with my own eyes just how useless the videotapes still are. And there's an alternate ending to the Recluse mission, where you're stuck in the apartment. The Silent Hill 4 mission. It's not fooling anybody. But there are so many mysteries, it is hard to get the one you want at this point. I like that earring. Missed that point. And it's lucky. As an added bonus. I don't think I'm going to get the things I want. There. Residential Recluse, we'll stick with that. And then just check out the rest of these. I'm kind of sick of doing Crimson Cape. I seem to get that one every single time. Whenever I re-roll a configuration I like, it always has Crimson Cape stuck in there as well. Oh well. Nothing can be done with it. I'll start with the one that I am absolutely stuck with. Pen Pal Prowls a Postal. A bit of a break from the typical naming convention throughout the series. I forget how this works. Raise Doom by 1% for each active curse. I don't think we have any active curses, so that shouldn't be too big of a problem. That is some unique, mystery-specific music we got going on there. I feel like I'm in a cutscene for Hotline Miami. You come home after another long night to find your mailbox stuffed with flyers and bills. Among the rubbish, one letter stands out. Your address and name neatly written in cursive on the envelope. You open it in your apartment to find a single postcard of Tokyo Tower. On the back, in the same handwriting, a message. Hi, it's me. I miss you. Do you miss me too? Are your investigations going well? You never write anymore. Have you considered how that makes me feel? Perhaps I should check on you, see how you're doing. Yours truly, T. Notably not the Eiffel Tower. That is a Tokyo Tower. You put the postcard down, uneasy. Who is the mysterious sender? And what do they want? We don't know any T. Maybe T is Tokyo Tower itself. Sending us a very friendly postcard. Oh, even more doom. Only when investigating, though. How often are we going to do that throughout our investigation? You can't really think of any friends or even acquaintances in Tokyo who the message could refer to. You scrutinize the envelope looking for any clues pointing to the author's identity. And then I swing by the dog store. I don't have much need of anything in the dog store, though. Our dex is terrible, so that's not a good choice. And I've got my empty bottle. Sorry, dog, just wanted to say hi. At the cost of 4% doom. I forgot it was that expensive. We've got 5 funds. Who do we get? Skill checks in the other world. Don't often go there. Here's what I wanted, though. A ridiculously expensive knife that does a lot of damage. And is based on perception. The second letter. We've just begun our investigation and we're already getting more letters. There's no return address, and next to yours, there seem to be some other characters blotted out. The envelope looks crumpled and the postmark is smeared, but as far as you can tell, it looks genuine. As you're wondering if the letter was just a rather distasteful prank, there's a sudden knock on your door. You jump up, startled. Could it be T? I mean, I was just complaining about how the people hasn't done anything in the entire game. Maybe this time it will. Sneak to the door and look through the peephole. Dex success. You creep to the door, careful to not make any noise, wary of the presence on the other side. To your relief, looking through the peephole, you recognize your local mailman. The relief is somewhat tempered as you realize he's holding another envelope in his hand. Event continues. Two-parter. Second letter, some more. You grab the letter and slam the door, impatient to rip the envelope open. There's another postcard inside, this time from Nico. Nico. Around 150 kilometers from Tokyo. You flip the card, another message, same writing as the last one. It's a pretty postcard, at least. Our ghost friend is, they got an eye for landscapes and scenery that we might enjoy. Hi, it's me. Are you even home? Why do you keep ignoring me? All you needed was to pick a pen and paper and write something back. If letters mean so little to you, we'll see how you like it when we meet face to face. See you soon, yours truly, T. Gotta love a friend who doesn't take no for an answer. The timing of the second letter, along with the different postcard, proves that the mysterious sender is serious. Not comfortable with this one-sided arrangement, you decide to visit the Shiwakawa post office to gain more insight into the letter's origin. Did they not say anything about the return address? Did I miss that? It's probably not important. Starting with 2 inventory items is quite powerful. We came ready to play. And then we got lost anyway. The post office is crowded, a long line forming at the counter. Customer service rep looks tired as she inspects the envelopes. The postmark dates are legible, but it would take around 3 days for a letter from Tokyo or Nikko to reach us. This must be a city in Japan, I'm just now realizing. Never heard of it. I'm the one missing out. Also, our, event markers, blurbs, are written on postcards coming out of envelopes. That's a nice touch. Added to the UI. I didn't even realize that was, something a custom mystery could do. Yeah, at least there's not too much of a delay. We are getting our threatening letters promptly. What more could you ask for? Missing girl, take her home. I'll make a note, so if another letter comes up, your mailman will try to prioritize it, she continues. But if there are any real threats, you should probably contact the police. Leaving the post office empty-handed, you decide to go back home. And investigate my own home. There's an unfinished painting in there. Charisma check failure. It's too scary. Spend the rest of the evening trying to put your mind at ease, not really able to follow up on any other investigations. The next day, despite a full night of sleep, you're still anxious, the apartment no longer feeling like a safe haven. Not the last time it's gonna feel like that. Mai is gonna end up hating this place. We're probably gonna move out after this series of investigations is through. If we survive at all. The third letter, lucky us. It's past noon, and the mailman didn't come yet. You get ready to check the letterbox downstairs just in case, but as you're about to leave the apartment, you see a shadow passing under the door. Is there someone waiting right outside? Peephole. You sneak to the door and look through the peephole. The stairwell seems empty. Straight lines curved through the glass. You open the door and look outside, but there's no one here. Peephole has failed me again. As you check the letterbox, the mailman arrives, another envelope already out of his bag. You ask him if he happened upon anyone suspicious just leaving the building, but only get a confused headshake in response. You grab the letter and retreat upstairs. This time, the postcard inside depicts Kimura's town square, merely 3 train stops away from Shiwakawa. They're getting closer. Takes a full investigation. to open our letter. And it's just money from Grandma. Kind of ironic to get this particular event while we are already threatened by envelopes appearing in our bedroom. Okay, our new letter. Hi, it's me. Is this how you're going to treat me? You leave me no choice. If you don't want to be open with me, I'll just have to open you myself. Yours truly, T. That does it. It's time to involve the police. That is a direct, undeniable threat, so... As the post office attendant said, we gotta call the cops. Take a ride, luck success. Pretty much always going to pass a luck check because we have 8, and that's ridiculous. A rude police officer at the reception desk tries to brush you off because, of course. Creepy mail, we don't have time for that. We're not here to solve crimes. What do we look like? Look around. It's as if the entire Shiokawa collectively decided to lose their minds. You insist, and he eventually relents and takes a note. He half-heartedly assures you a detective is going to call you as soon as one's available. Well, if nothing else, we are wasting a cop's time. Which is good for the community. The 4th letter. The hours pass and you impatiently wait for the call from the police, running to the peephole with every noise outside just to see another neighbor passing by. Exhausted, you doze off in the chair, only to wake up startled by knocking on the door. Just as you stand to answer, the phone rings as well. Let's try the phone. You decide to answer the phone first. The mailman can wait a moment. Hello, Shiokawa Post Office. Is this? You recognize the voice of the post office worker you talked to the other day. Found your number in our registry. After you left, I tried to reach out to the Nico office to see if they noticed anyone suspicious, but they have a busy season and only got back to me today. Typos, you know. Fan-made works. More than reasonable. I ask if she found out anything about the sender. I mean, why else would a postal office worker bother to call us if they didn't have a clue? Well, we didn't know the exact day when it was sent, but turns out they got an automated sorting machine installed after the last year's tourist boom, and it should print a unique identification barcode on each processed parcel. You could check it to verify the date or even confirm who in their office accepted it. I guess we just now put that idea in her head. But yours has only this smudged postmark. Couldn't have been sent any time lately, not even this year. Are you sure someone didn't just put it in your mailbox? No, the letter from Tokyo was in the mailbox, but the letter from Nico and Okamura were delivered in person. And Okamura, eh? We didn't get any new letters for your address since we talked. I told our processing clerks to keep an eye out. Hello? You realize knocking on your door hadn't repeated since you picked up the phone. You put the receiver down and go to the entrance. These are long events. 4th letter, part X. To your horror, the lock clicks and the door jumps forward. Remember that time the building manager sent key duplicates to the tenants? But the door chain tightens and keeps them in place. After a moment, the door slowly creeps back. Then the mail slot. Why do you even need one if there's a letterbox downstairs anyway? That opens up. A hand making its way in, searching for a prize. Look at him there. Adorable eyeballs poking on through. Slam it shut. Oh, dex check failure. Run to the door, smashing the mail shot closed with a kick. Not quite fast enough, and the intruder manages to pull the hand away, but at least you keep him outside. Onwards to part 12. The mail slot being officially declared a no man's land, the postman starts ramming the door. It's only so much abuse a mundane chain lock can take. As screws mounting to the surface, the most likely point of failure. Okay, that sort of makes sense. And they start to come out almost immediately. Hold the door is going to be a strength check, which I will absolutely fail. Confrontation. Likely a fight. Between the savage attacks, you pull the chain lock open. A second later, the postman... A second later, I got letters on the mind. The postman flies in through the open door. Muttering under the breath, eyes bulging out, the postman raises the letter open like a dagger. Letter opener, good God, like a dagger, and takes a step in your direction. Letter opener is a very appropriate weapon for a postman to wield. 3 stamina is pretty bananas. These custom mysteries always have very, very overpowered bosses. So that's not too much of a surprise. 65% chance to hit, I'm probably gonna have to boost that. Quite a bit, in fact. Racing isn't gonna be a great idea because I have such low strength. Dex isn't gonna help me much either. I think I just gotta take the 3 damage hit. Get a 75% chance on one of those. No spells to speak of. That's not the worst thing in the world. Guaranteed 10 damage, but guaranteed 10 damage is only going to go so far. Yeah, I think I'm eventually going to have to roll the die on a 7 damage hit. Ideally, you land actually 2 of those to get rid of that 3 and then deal 10 damage the rest of the way. That's not too bad a deal. 85% chance being my lowest chance to hit. I think we have the overall advantage. You know how it feels to get the door slammed in your face? Yep. He's going postal on us, and who could blame him? Could go big. But for this turn kill, face is all slashed up. Yeesh. Can't even get a second boost in. Go for that 65%. Beautiful. Fate wanted us to kill the postman. Return to sender. You watch from your apartment's window as paramedics roll the mailman away, an armed police officer by his side, a small crowd of your neighbors, and random passerby clamoring outside, admiring the spectacle. He must have delivered millions of letters before. Did he really read them all? Did the sheer volume of prose slowly drive him insane? Or did a single message meant for someone else's eyes make him snap? As they raise the stretcher up to put him in the ambulance, he looks straight at you. He visibly perks up as your eyes meet, and waves with the uncuffed hand. Hey, he survived despite all of our stabbing. And he won't forget to write. What a pal. Honestly, best of both worlds. Now he can't kill us, but he will stay in touch. Yeah, that was a good, little mystery. I feel like we should have learned the identity of T specifically, but T is just someone who wrote old letters that, when read, drive the reader insane. Potentially. Drove one reader insane, anyway. Misery Parasite grows larger, but I don't have any curses, so nothing happens. Fill up the bottle this time. That'll take some stamina, too. So yeah, I got stabbed plenty as well, and I'm doing fine. The art in that mystery and general presentation throughout was very, very, very good. That was the high point, definitely. I've always felt rancid ramen needed an improvement, and going straight from that to Residential Recluse would be a bit much in the apartment horror series. Actually, I should probably read what the Misery Parasite just did to me, because it was different from what it did the first time. 2% for each fund. I think I only have $1 left to my name. I could probably throw it away. Or spend it on something that I can then discard so that I can complete this mystery properly. Discard 1 of 2. I always get the blue gem. Cannot be discarded. But if you put it in your inventory, you can buy a second blue gem. I would prefer not to do. So instead, we'll do that. We'll go... How many funds do I have? I need a haircut, so that I know how much money I got in the bank. Yeah, that's right, I got the letter with 2 funds in it. I almost blanked on it, but it stood out because it was on theme for the rest of the mystery. So that means I still have 1 fund left. Skull do anything new since 1.0? Nope. Just stares from its empty sockets. In fact, is there anything new here? Nope, just the usual stuff. Painkillers right in the trash. While I'm in the trash, I find vile pulp with a few chunks of meat that turn into promising samples. Let's not read the letters. Best case scenario is I get more money, which means more due. Trying to empty my pockets here. Let's take a weird bath. +1 stamina. Always trust a weird bath. Ugh, Twisted Corpse. I hate this guy. I can throw money at him. Yeah, if I throw money at him, I will ultimately lose 2 reason, but I will get this corpse off my back with minimum harm to myself. Did the smelly meat always appear in your inventory, or was it just... Huh. Maybe the art is new? Something about this is unfamiliar to me. Maybe it's simply because I don't normally do the side quest in this mission. You again. Fine, I don't want the money. But he's gonna force it into my inventory. No matter what I want. Take my blood. Can't even give him a tip. Old friend. She'll steal some of my money. There it is. -1 fund, plus some experience. Why do I have no experience? I haven't leveled up yet. Does my backstory preclude leveling up? Yeah, I'm a commoner. I didn't even realize I was a commoner. That's like the hard mode backstory. And I'm doing just fine. And so many of my rewards so far have been additional experience. Can't use that for anything. I think my starting stats are pretty strong. There's an obsessed man in my way. Gotta deal 11 damage to him. That means I'll never get to boost my number of attacks or general actions per turn. It's unfortunate. I want to say Obsessed Man is vulnerable to sharp weapons, like my knife. But I forget. So I'm basically just not gonna hit if I don't. Do that. Not happy about that. I do have one fund left. So if I throw my bottle, I can go buy a new one. This is adequate. Probably overthought that. Take out my blue gem just so the dog doesn't sell me another one. We're all set. We got milk, and soon we'll have ramen. My perception is through the roof. Let's follow him. Much needed doom reduction. So we steal some soup, we take it to the lab. Turns out the soup is scary. Investigating the grounds, you see something glisten where the kitchen used to be. Cautiously, you look at the chunk of meat and then jump back with a yell. As it flexes, it opens a weary eye, grins, and wanders off on stubby black claws. That I recall that quite vividly. I always wanted to fight this creature. Still feels like this should be a boss fight. An easy boss fight, but a boss fight nonetheless. What was that town status effect? I'm paying effectively no attention to anything right now. Time skip and blood moon. These are both pretty bad. But my parasite is doing nothing. I'm keeping it well and truly starved. No money and no curses for you. Keeping my stats up. Got a nice strong weapon. You know what? Let's knock out the Crimson Cape. Spell learned? No problemo. I am no magician. So yeah, here's the mission that I do just non-stop. I can't get rid of this one. I don't think I want to fight the human form though. So there it is. We got our gossip. Want to join? Usually if they do willingly join, they have a stat decrease. I can't share experience because I haven't learned anything. Somewhat ironic in that way. I believe force to help you only works if your doom is high enough, which it currently is not. So yeah, I don't think I have any options for recruiting high school students, which is probably for the best overall. Well, if I fight the old man, all I will get is experience, which I do not need. I'll just turn on the lights for +1 reason. That's a charisma check. Continue looking ought to be a perception check. For additional experience. Lucky me. I'd be like level 10 right now if I could level up. But I don't think I've ever done a run as Commoner, so there's that at least. Ill-Fated is still harder than Commoner. But not by a very wide margin. Gotta deal 16 damage. That boss is going to be difficult. Say the absolute least. %60 chance. I've been rolling pretty well so far, but probably shouldn't push it. So I have no plan whatsoever for what to do here. Feels good. Well, if I guarantee a hit the first turn, then I can guarantee a kill next turn. At the cost of 2 stamina. I gotta take a rest. Stamina's getting too low and I threw away my pills. So as to get my stamina back. Paranoid Patient is probably gonna attack me. There we go. Just what I needed. If this does anything, it'll damage my reason. But it does nothing. It shows you a scary face very slowly. Oh wait, my reason is down. Maybe he does damage your reason. That was really not the time, Miku. Yeah, 22 damage, that would take a long time. 61 Doom at this point is not that bad. Spider-Eaten Corpse. I think I've said before that there are technically enough spiders in the world to eat all humans. But spiders don't eat humans, so it's not a concern. But in this world, spiders eat humans. And it is becoming a concern. Kamato is here. And I would prefer not to receive any paper from him. Rather, we'll be killing him. Or being killed by him, that's entirely possible. Yeah, 30% chance to hit. Only boost it up to 40. Not the best circumstances in the world. But I really want to shear that 4 off so we can get it in a lesser number of turns. Let's try this. And I'm paying dearly. Thanks for stopping by, Cat's Bagel. We'll see if you bring me some good luck. At this point, yeah. This is kind of my best bet. Or maybe, since I'm stuck doing another turn, I can brace. But I will probably miss this turn. The attack will not be effective. Therefore, take our 10 damage. Just end this thing. Akamanto has always been a difficult boss fight. This is no exception. Obviously, a nice bottle of water will clear that right up. Seems like, yeah, my Doom went down a fair bit. Misery Parasite is still doing nothing to me, which is a good feeling. I'm strategizing well around this new deity. If I go here, I cannot rest, which is a bit of a problem. So let's do one of these mysteries. How about the devious diatribe of a dental demon? Okay, each injury will now cost doom. Still got none of those. Over the weekend, one of your neighbor's kids bragged that he'd lost one of his teeth. That was when it started. They'd awaken a panic, a bloody mouth devoid of teeth. In following days, you'd awaken to the sounds of neighbors screaming and running into the hallways with blood pouring from their mouths. And as the pattern went on, you noticed it's getting closer to your end of the hall. We weren't worried about it until it was possible that we would lose our teeth. Preferring to keep your teeth, you decide it's time to get to the bottom of this before whatever comes to collect. Gotta save our teeth. It's happening again this morning. Just several doors down, Mr. Kudo suffocated on his own blood while he slept. Maybe the little boy who lost his baby tooth at the start of this may have some answers. His mother should be home right now, so she might know something. Tooth Fairy has gotten a bit aggressive. Demands all the world's teeth. Won't take just one. And it doesn't look like people are getting their quarters either. Which is the ultimate travesty. There, I unbloodied myself at least. Myself. Because the character is my... I get it. Struggling Artist looks different. Did they censor the extremely close likeness of Junji Ito? And replace it with this guy? Who... I don't know, he reminds me of Joseph Stalin or something. Interesting. This game has been on Junji Ito's radar for a long time. Initially, one of the Elder Gods was called, it was called Uzumaki. And Junji Ito's lawyer sent a cease and desist to get that deity removed from the game. And indeed it has been. So, yeah, I cannot give him any stories, and the only reward would be money, which I don't want. So I just walk away from a confusing-looking man. Mrs. Fukuhara explains that when her son, Shuji, lost his tooth, she went to the roof and threw it down onto the street, as is tradition. If she's telling the truth, it's bound to still be there, right? That's, not a common tradition that I've ever heard of. Whipping baby teeth off of rooftops. Sounds like you're in for a real Lenny situation if you keep up that process. Stone statues, I don't have any spells. By choice, because if I knew any spells, I would be in trouble. Get a big Doom penalty, and I'm getting real tight on Doom. You looked all around but found no sign of any teeth. But you did find an odd coin on the ground. Looks like foreign currency, but it has no language you know on the backside. And the backside is stamped with a horned, goat-like humanoid face. Is it me? Is it the Fiendly coin? Maybe I'm the dental demon. Mind your teeth, folks at home. Calming her down is charisma check, which is bad. I think we might be able to pass a knowledge check. We cannot. Showing the coin to one of your neighbors, they quickly point out the similar coins were found in the homes of the affected people. So yeah, they are leaving quarters. It's not a total ripoff to lose all your teeth. Probably better than losing my blood or my fondest memory every couple of days. After collecting up the strange coins, Shuji comes to take a look. When he picks up one of the coins, he said he's seen figures like this at his grandpa's house. Grandpa is the goat. Let's find him. No one answers when you knock at Professor Takeuchi's door. It's odd since he's usually punctual about his appointments. Blood everywhere. Something's wrong. No sign of the professor inside, but the quantity of blood leaves little doubt as to what happened. Let's look for an item. God. My luck turned. Sharply. Well, at this point, I can afford to visit the monument. What do you want? Reason? You got it. More reason? Of course. Undo all the Doom recovery I just did. Should still be fine. You interview Shuji's grandpa and show him the strange coins. The old man gets up from his chair and pulls out a book on fairy tales. This reminds me of something in this book, I think, he says while leafing through the pages. Fairy tales, more like scary tales. And then we go to a creepy funeral. Let's... Well, that's a strength check. I'm gonna lose that. Give him more blood. I'd rather not. And charisma check, I'm gonna lose, so... I give him the blood. It's surprisingly only one stamina. I would have guessed at least two. Soon enough, the old man manages to find a story about fairies. A Western thing. He claims that the payment for teeth sounds like a Western tradition of the Tooth Fairy. Starring The Rock. I think. Usually, the Tooth Fairy would take the lost teeth from under the pillows of sleeping children, not rip them out. What has caused the Tooth Fairy to go berserk? By spells and crap? No. It's getting late and you should go back home. If you hurry, you may be able to prepare for the coming visit. I guess, sew our mouth shut or something. Take our teeth out manually in advance. If you don't know what to expect... No, you don't know what to expect, but you know that it reeks of the occult. I hate those guys. You arrive at home just after sundown. Your apartment is dark and quiet, but you remind yourself that surely tonight you are not alone. The Tooth Fairy will show up eventually. I should probably search the apartment. That's just common sense. Take a look around. As usual, the lights don't work, which doesn't matter because I have a flashlight. So with your light source in hand, you look around. They were ready for me. You search your apartment up and down, looking everywhere from under the bed to inside your fridge, but you find nothing. Maybe that was one of those event options that you can only do if you have a flashlight. In fact, it probably was. As you turn in for the night, you see a note on your bed. Sorry we missed you, we'll try again next time. We missed our date with the Tooth Fairy, because we were interviewing Grandpa. Lucky to have avoided the visit. And luck is the name of our character's game. Imagine what you could have found should you have run into the thief. Could the old man have been right? Could it have been fairies? What if it was cultists? Or worse? I mean, it looks like a little horned guy. Maybe that's just our imagination. I believe this is a graphical glitch, causing little speckled blacklight marks on the tooth here. You worry about when they will come back, when someone in the building will lose another tooth. Start the cycle over again. I might have to redo this mystery and just go to bed instead of investigating. That way I can properly lose my teeth, as I was fated to do. One mystery left. I'm well prepared for it. Doom's getting pretty high, though. Restless rumors of a residential recluse. And experience is now going to cost us Doom. Got a strange feeling I'm not going to have to worry about that. So yeah, this is a base game mystery. We are Silent Hill for the Roomed in our apartment. Just hanging out. Wasting days. Not even chivying through the halls. Someone stops by. A scary person wants in. Passed our dex check, so we gain experience. So I tried to do this mystery once before and get the alternate ending. And I looked through the peephole. Or rather, I think I skipped looking through the peephole the second time. Which means I did not get the clue that is required to get the alternate ending. That was my fault. Take a bath, +1 reason. Desperately needed that. Ah, here's our peephole. Almost skipped it. Okay, the drawer in the bedroom is apparently where the thing we need is located. We'll have to keep that in mind. Yeah, the clock's going awry. Surely it's my advancing delirium. Being stuck in here is really starting to get to your head. Set yourself straight, you slap yourself hard enough to see stars, chuck some coffee, and avoid looking at clocks. +1 reason. I slap myself sane. Kitchen, nothing to do here. Don't want the chocolate milk. Can't really do much with my clothes. Yeah, they're not going to let me investigate the desk just yet. But soon. Nothing of interest out in the hallway. Nothing at all. Nothing to do but waste another one, it looks like. Yep. Nothing hidden in the closet. Mystery meat. No access to the outside world means you only have so much food to eat. Deep in the back of your pantry, you discover a rusty can of meat. Open the can, it smells fine, so I eat it. Well, I got a status. Status that doesn't normally do anything, but it will cost me a doom penalty because of the deity that I am dealing with. Regard your decision. By the first disgusting bite. An hour later, you feel something writhing in your stomach trying to get out. Maybe that meat was too fresh. Alright, now is the time we check behind the desk. Something guides your hand. What is this? Why, it's a stuffed toy. Like something right out of Plushy Dreadfuls. +1 curse removal. But if I use it, it will probably be destroyed. I think I need it. Anything else to do around here? Check behind the wardrobe. Cannot do. No more energy. No, thank you, Mail Day. We learned our lesson about mail. It is dangerous. Look beneath some shelves, why not? Got a note. Yep, it's from the previous resident. All I could do was stay in, eat and sleep. Someone eventually came for my corpse. I'd already made my way inside. Yep, they love being here with me. What's not to love? So we'll just keep chilling with our ghost friend. I believe hot bath just adds doom. Cold bath reduces stamina. If you roll a 12. Practically no way to win that one. Gone quiet. Too quiet. It's like we are approaching this here wall. As you get closer, you notice thin cracks in the wall above the bed. Something dark, glistening red pulsates inside. The cracks move like lips, and the apartment whispers to you, just lay down. You hear wooden support beams crack as the walls flex, reaching towards you from all sides. Let's sacrifice the toy, since we have it. The wall opens even further, deeper. Girl lies curled up inside the apartment's womb. I just want you to be safe here. What did I do? Why won't you just stay? -3 reason, eh? On a ghost fight. I believe I am finally dead. Our money deals 8 damage. But our knife also deals 8 damage per turn. I can throw my bottle of water. Maybe meditate to trade some stamina for reason, because I'm going to lose a lot of it. If only I had the means to, exercise the demon with praying and vows. Yeah, I don't know the ritual. I never check on the ritual. Because I typically just try to avoid ghosts. And we're seeing how that works out. 3 of these is almost all my reason. Or stamina, that is to say. Let's try this. Sumiri-san thought she had everything she wanted. That is, until she met you. Weak against fire. Don't have any fire for you. I can neither brace nor dodge because my stats are so low. I think this is our best bet. To keep it things as usual. How many funds do I have? I'm out of funds. Well, good riddance. Still can't brace. Even that takes too much time. Oh well. Get stabbing. If I throw the bottle, I won't take another hit. I was really trying to avoid throwing the bottle, but had to be done. It saved my life. An expression of agony overtakes the girl's face. Her hair gets tangled into the apartment's churning guts, and her flesh begins to melt apart. She arches her back in a voiceless scream until her pale body finally collapses in on itself. When you stumble out of the room, things seem to have returned to normal, and your door can open again. Relieved, you take the chance to go out for a walk. Only a few hours later do you return to the bedroom. Find a lump beneath your bed's covers. Peeling back the sheets reveals the toy that you had destroyed. The pieces held together with sections of pulsing flesh. Beside its body is a small note. I'll always keep you safe. There. We made a friend for life. A delightful outcome. Ooh, it's Fleshy Toy. Hi, Fleshy Toy. Can gain additional doom and additional reason in the process. That is significantly worse than my lucky earring, so I won't be doing that. Especially because I don't have much doom to spend at this point. Go for the stamina. I will rest up at the lighthouse. We're gonna get the Polaroid, and I have absolutely no idea what my second enemy was. So we're definitely going to get a 5% doom penalty. That's to be expected. Thankfully, I don't lose anything there, because my overall stats are pretty bad. Takashi-san. Wow, I cannot even hit Takashi-san. That's distressing. Can I throw a fleshy toy at him? Eat flesh, jerk. That blood moon really screwed this run over. So what we're gonna want to do is, I guess, this. That still leaves us a little bit light, though. Yeah, 65% chance. Ah, okay. It paid off. Granted, I do need it to pay off again somehow. No, that's nothing. That's nothing as well. Don't you hate being one damage short? And I can only get up to 55. I don't like my coin toss. My average coin toss is a big L. And unfortunately, even my ally has 45% chance to hit. I'm gonna take the doom damage. Or doomage, as some would call it. This might go one turn. Nope. It was either get it in probably 2 turns or definitely 2 turns. Not sure which one this was. Well, I'm pretty sure it was one of these two. It's always the wrong answer. That's fine. There's fewer than 5 events remaining, so I think I'll be fine here. As long as I don't die from damage. And as long as I get this right. Which I will. I did this one first. Then I moved on to Rancid Ramen. And there we go. Made it in time. Blow up that weird sigil on the floor. Not even entirely sure what I did to break that thing. But it is done. A successful run on Commoner backstory. Didn't even mean to do that. But I scraped by. I did say there was another custom character I wanted to show off. I will do so much more quickly this time. Should be much more prone to victory, even than Mai. Because this is Mastershake. He is 30 or 40 years old, and he does not need this. Starts with the hot bath perk and an experimental drug. Unfortunately, we didn't ever get to level up, so I didn't get to see any of Mai's unique perks. But Mastershake also has interesting perks that I don't get to see very often, so that should be something. What kind of backstory would be appropriate for Mastershake? I mean, he's certainly ill-fated. That's the other of the extremely hard backstories that one can suffer. I think 7th Curse is appropriate because it makes anyone who is ever your friend die horribly. That's a good descriptor for Mastershake's general character arc. Scenario mode coming in the future. Still. And once more, the deity does not matter. MCP pants? Yeah, that's the only tie-in I can come up with as far as the old gods, so MCP pants. Probably the History Club will serve us well. And of course the vending machine. No extra bottles for us. No spells to learn. What does Hot Bath even do? Resting at home works better. See how our mysteries got laid out this time. Yeah, Dental Demon I think I do need to redo, and Sinister Scoop. We'll try that one out, as it is also new. I also wanted to check out how the Blair Witch ripoff mystery turns out. Done enough of the Recluse, I think. So let's get the Blair Witch and then probably Crimson Cape, knowing my luck. Come on, gotta be around here somewhere. I saw Crimson Cape, I thought for sure. There we go. Not a huge fan of Violent Vigil either, I do get that one too much, but there's our found footage. Let's dive right into it. What are my stats like? Now that our character is bald and doesn't have hair covering up all of our stats, I've got a ridiculous amount of cash. That's right, because my backstory starts with free cash. I didn't even check to see what my alternate outfit was. So satisfied was I with my current outfit. Charisma's in the gutter, obviously. Very low knowledge, even lower perception. Surprisingly high dex. Pretty sure we need a soft drink. As expensive as it is. I will take it. And throw in an energy drink. How about a bottle of water? Experimental drug. That can probably stay in storage for a little while. And our brick. That's what I was really here for. Free brick. If I'm not mistaken, its stats are the same as the steak knife, which was the weapon I was going to purchase from the dog anyway. So we'll take the free one. Decline. I'm not helping anybody. Okay, maybe I have to. -2 all, ultimately. Gotta love how happy Master Shake is while he's investigating. Managed to pass a perception check. What do I look like with a mask? It fits perfectly. Gotta sew it underneath my eyeballs a little bit, but clearly it's going to provide us faster spiritual actions. In case I have to fight a ghost again this time. Dex check failure. My best stat. And I whiffed it. Well, there's not going to be any boss fights, so that's fine. This mystery could probably use a boss fight at this point as well. Maybe every mystery should have a boss fight, and at least one of its endings. Maybe I did take the ill-fated backstory on accident. As well as, Seventh Curse. We gotta confront them. Luck success. We just go out and we cuss out the Scarecrow. Gain some experience in the process. Bark Woman is here. And must die. 50% chance to hit. Wow. Well, I know for a fact I can miss all my coin flips. I'm an expert at that. We should probably just dodge. Got the high dex. Yeah, 3 boosts on the main attack. That's only 4 damage. That's kind of pathetic. Especially because it can still miss pretty easily. And this will take 5 turns. But I do have a high chance of dodging. I've gotten mixed reports as to what dodging does. I'm gonna assume that dodging actually works exactly the same as bracing, where it's a flat percentile chance to take no damage from an attack, and all your dex does is increase the probability that, or decrease the action points that it takes to do the dodge. That seems like the sort of way this game would be programmed. Got some bruises in the process, but I'm doing fine. Shattered one of my eyes. I'm always back to normal in the next episode, so I'm not too worried about it. None of these are going to turn out well, except ignoring the tent. Yeah, 66% chance to dodge, I guess. 2 out of 3 times, you will do the dodge. I use dodge very infrequently, and most of the time when I do it, I pass. I've gotten a lot of very clutch dodges. Some of them in very, very stressful circumstances. Alright, we got the forest tapes. Maybe I can find some way to repair them. Who could help me? As of right now, no human exists who is able to help me with the forest tapes. We still eagerly await the day when scenario mode is finally implemented and forest tapes do something. Let's try the new mystery, and then we'll redo Dental Demon. Then we'll throw whatever's left at the wall. Sinister scoop of the Sunlit Shuttle Sibilance. Yet another case of missing persons in Shiokawa hits the front page of the local newspaper, catching your eye. The one common denominator, all the missing individuals were last seen boarding the city bus, only to never reach their destinations. The authorities refuse to comment on the situation, claiming a lack of evidence, but wild explanations are swirling through your head. Serial killer, Yakuza feuds, aliens? It's entirely possible. We're gonna join the X-Files after this. Mulder needs us. Determined to get to the bottom of the story, you begin your investigation. That is some ominous music right there. Just wanted to pause and get an earful of it. Catching random buses hoping to stumble upon a solution seems like a fool's errand. You calm yourself and study the article, looking for more details surrounding the disappearances. The bus is killing people? What are we in? Juarez? Mexico? That is a thing that happened there for a long time. And then a vigilante started killing the bus drivers. And as far as I know, the random disappearances of bus passengers stopped after that point. It's an interesting story. Look up Diana, the hunter of bus drivers. One of the few cool vigilante stories. The latest article glosses over the specifics, but references previous incidents. It might be worthwhile to establish the scale and general timeline of incidents. The local library should keep all issues of the local newspapers in its archives, allowing you to compile a base of all known cases. Hopefully this will open up new leads. We gotta just read every newspaper ever. That's all. Seems like giving up a reason would be just the logical choice when you're Master Shake. Your search reveals that the first reported case occurred nearly a month ago. Since then, several more have followed, catapulting the story to the front page. All the articles, sensational yet scant on details, leave you with more questions than answers. Perhaps the local newspaper that first broke the story will provide more tangible information. Yeah, there's a certain logic to that, I guess. I would pretty much assume that would be entirely localized to our local newspaper. Who outside of this town is going to care about this town's bus schedule? I have received fungal growth. Mushrooms on the face. Losing Mac's reason seems perfectly fine. I kind of wish this curse had like an actual art on your character model. Because there are a lot of curses that can do that. Branded and curse signs come to mind. I want to see mushrooms on my guy. Could just be that this custom character hasn't implemented that drawing, but I doubt it. At this point, all the custom characters implement all the options. Because modders are just that good. You arrive at the office of Shiokawa Chismis Chronicles, a local tabloid that has been covering the stories. You manage to arrange a meeting with the journalist, hopefully that they might reveal facts omitted from their published story. Worth a shot, I guess. Shiokawa Chismis Chronicles. The journalist, Hina Arakita, is impatient. Look, I agreed to meet you because I thought you knew something, not to answer your questions. I can't just be giving up my sources to anyone who walked in here from the street. Appeal to her sense of duty, or offer our own theory. That's obviously what I'm gonna do. Kinda wish I had folklore studies to see what that would do. But my theory is, based on your knowledge of paranormal incidents affecting Shiokawa, you offer a few reasonable explanations, meaning we just shout aliens in her face. Arakita seems intrigued as she takes notes while offering her own feedback. Convinced you're not just another crackpot, she shares her notes with you. Looking like I'm not a crackpot, that's for damn sure. The notes say that they are evidence. They include all details of mysterious disappearances, including names, dates, and Arakita's own thoughts on the matter. Fair enough. I guess we will find out what specifically they say at a pertinent moment in the investigation. Promising to share any future discoveries, you leave the newspaper office with more details and insights regarding the missing cases. Equipped with this new data, you decide to hit the library again and process everything you've learned so far. Fact checking. Ding. You sit down in the library, hoping to make heads and tails of all the information you've collected so far. Ignoring weird looks from other library visitors, you empty your bag and set up all the documents and notes in front of you on the desk. Good thing there's a coffee machine here. Look for common patterns and known cases. Focus on the journalist's depiction of events. Research some of the journalist's theories. I am interested in the crackpot theories. One of the sources our Akita consulted warns about the dangers of dissociation during passive locomotion, while another blames the disappearances on quantum phenomena. Following on these theories, you find yourself lost in the obscure products of academia for the next few hours before snapping back to the reality of cases themselves. Plenty of experience. And I can learn how to pickpocket. I think I'm going to do just that. And boost my dex so that I'm better at it. There are some unique items that you can only get by pickpocketing. Maybe we'll find some. It appears that all the disappearances occurred on the long daily routes, westbound or eastbound of Shibuya on sunny days exclusively. Having settled on the next likely affected route and schedule, you prepare to embark on the journey yourself. We narrowed it down. Now we get to be kidnapped. Or killed or something. At an early stop of a bus route that matches the pattern, the scene is nearly deserted. Only a few passengers, silhouettes against the sunlight, stand waiting, lost in their own routines. You wait for the next bus to arrive. Thrilling bus waiting action. You board the bus, taking an empty seat. At first, you keep your guard, but as stop by stop, the route goes through familiar streets without incident. You relax. Oh, there should be a comma. I get it. But as stop by stop, the route goes through familiar streets without incident, you relax. With the engine's rhythmic hum and warm evening sun on your face, you can't help but slowly drift away. Yeah, the writer's theory of a hypnotic effect on passengers on buses is clearly the correct one. I fall asleep. Putting all the horrors out of your mind for a moment, you quickly find yourself falling asleep, drooling on the person next to us. That's a cool little drawing. Abstract art of a black and white city. You jolt awake from your dreamless nap, disoriented and uncertain where you are or how much time has passed. In a brief moment of panic, you look out the window to see the streets swiftly passing by. The sun is still shining and even brighter than before, but for some reason, its harsh glare no longer feels warm on your skin. You can't quite recognize Shibuya. Strange buildings cast long, dark shadows on the desolate streets. A chill runs down your spine as you turn your gaze away from the window, the once familiar city now feeling alien and foreboding. It seems the other passengers are gone, you're all alone. As you ponder your options, you suddenly feel a hand on your shoulder. A figure in the familiar uniform of a ticket inspector stands looming beside you, cold sun rays obscuring most of his face except the silhouette. Dex check failure. Frantically rummage through your bag, feeling the ticket inspector's scrutinous gaze from beneath the shadow of his cap. Although you're certain you put it there, you now seem unable to locate your bus pass. Shaking hands, you finally find it, wedged between the newspapers you brought from the library earlier. -2 reason. Very damaging to our mental health to think that we lost our bus ticket. When you offer him the bus pass, he doesn't seem to react, as if uncertain what to do. Then after a brief pause, he snatches it from your hand and inspects it closely. Let's ask him about the disappearances. I already see prepare yourself, so this is not going to go well. As you shield your eyes from the blinding sun, you begin to formulate a question, trying to discern the conductor's features. When your eyes adjust to the light and pierce the shadow of his cap, you finally see its face. You jump to your feet in terror. Under the cold light, the conductor's face warps and contorts grotesquely, a mocking mimicry of a human form. He's a gumball. A living, chewed gumball. Let's kill him. I hope. We have a very high chance to hit. That's good, at least. Eventually, I'm going to have to start dodging. Because my... No, I think everything I have... This will bring my reason back. In fact, I'm going to chug it now. Got a feeling I'm going to need that reason. And let's get stabbing. Gonna stab him with this brick. Get a lot of attacks, at least. Probably should have drank my energy drink sooner. I think if I drink it in the middle of the fight, even though it does boost my dex, it will not impact anything that would happen during this fight. I think. I've certainly not done the testing myself to confirm or deny any such claims. The conductor pulls my face. My precious face. Doing real good on those 75% chances. No chance to finish it this turn. Try for a dodge and throw in 4% chance to hit, maybe? 3 and a 4? Guarantee the 4. And I properly dodged. Well, that's 10 damage. Nice. Thank you, math. And RNG. Been on my side most of this stream. That's very uncommon. The bus suddenly stops. Grabbing the handrail, you push yourself away from the creature and bolt towards the door in terror. It opens with a buzzing of servos just as you reach it, and you leap out onto the street, almost tumbling onto the flagstone. As the door closes and the bus departs, you sit shakily on a nearby bench, trying to calm your racing heart. The distorted streets and the inhuman visage linger in your mind, now distant and fleeting like a broken dream. Was the vision of Shiukawa you saw just a construct of an exhausted mind grasping at non-existent patterns, or something far more sinister? I mean, the fact that the bus took off after I bludgeoned the driver to death seems to indicate that that might not have happened. Enclosed in familiar routines and surroundings, we travel through lives experiencing a limited scope of existence. What perhaps beyond? What happens beyond, perhaps just at the periphery, with no consciousness to accommodate, the fabric of reality starts to unravel, shedding its refined form. This has gotten awfully abstract and philosophical. Should you ever find yourself there, it would not be wise. It would be wise not to look too closely. It might be hard to stay immersed once the illusion is shattered. So many negatives and just conceptual weirdness going on there. My sleep-deprived mind could barely handle it. One thing is certain. For the time being, you decide that walking might be better for your health. It certainly can be. We have developed a healthy habit. And we crushed a bubblegum monster. We seem to be in good spirits. Can get my dollar that I missed before. And try on this fancy hoodie. Why not at this point? While we're playing dress up. Definitely bring some reason back. Actually want to take this out of storage. And back to town. Well, let's do the demon again. See if there's a boss fight ending. Which means I can skip through most of the mystery. What does this do anyway? Significant reason recovery. Well, I have the hot bath perk. I'll take advantage of that. And yeah, just take a leisurely stroll through this mystery. Cyclops neighbor. Someone did just make a new custom character. That is the Cyclops neighbor, but like a cute anime version. It's actually really well drawn. I probably should have downloaded that one and used it. But I felt I had enough to show off. Let's see if this works out. Bah, bah, black sheep is now all I can hear in the fight music. Dex up. I guess strength or something? Screw it, more dex. And I passed the strength check anyway. Saw another person with their face who is just shadow. It's just a plague of bubblegum people throughout Shiukawa. Got a visitor. You always gotta yell at them. I passed that check to see what my assailant at the door wants. Pretty much every time. Oh, a patina ring, you say? Plus 1 dex. Don't mind if I do. I got it from a spider. Professor Takeuchi, he's still dead. I lost 3 stamina. Guess that area is especially dangerous. I want to say this is a stamina penalty. Nope, that's the stamina penalty. Someday I'll remember what those 3 options are all about. The Nation Society, more stamina reduction. It's getting to be a little silly, but I can just rest it off. Good night's sleep will clear up all those bruises. In fact, I'll take another. Yeah, I don't have the flashlight. That was required to get the ending that I got. So I turn in for the night. Go to your room, get changed into some comfy pajamas, ready to hit the sack. Having a pleasant evening. Beneath your pillow, you can hear a muffled laugh. Then, see a tiny figure emerge with a grin. Give them to me. They're not safe with you in your rotten mouth. Look at you! Tooth Yokai, the Fey Collector. Admittedly, not the highest quality artwork we've seen so far. This artist specialized in more abstract drawings. When we see the horror directly, it's cute. I like the bug-like features a lot. And it has a whole lot of HP. Good thing I have a whole lot of dex. Yeah, I'm up to 5 attacks now. 5 attacks sounds good to me. I missed 4 in a row. I am a legend of misfortune. Let's see what I can do here. I mean, 14 is all 5 attacks. Gotta land. And obviously they will this time. Damn it all. And there goes all my good luck, right out the window. As you land the killing stroke, the tiny creature drops a coin and quickly escapes under your pillow. That's not what a killing stroke is. You don't kill someone and then they escape and give you money. Lifting the pillow shows nothing there. It vanished. At least tonight you have staved off the Fae's influence. I almost read that as Flea's influence. And hell, fleas could be in your bed. And they would be bug-like. Maybe that was a flea. Just an overgrown flea. So overgrown that they prefer teeth to blood. Worry for when they might return to rebuke your slight. You lay your head on your pillow, but from now on, you keep the light on and one eye open, just in case. Yeah, that was honestly the more interesting ending. Didn't have anything to do with occult goats, I notice. And like Fae don't have anything to do with satanic goat heads or whatever. So I don't quite know what they were driving at there thematically. But overall, that was a good mystery. The other 2 mysteries were fantastic, though. So it does a bit to overshadow the Tooth Fairy one, but the Tooth Fairy one I still liked quite a bit. Now we just got these old things. Not a ton I can do with these. To top on the bus and bludgeon the sweaty assailant. Doesn't matter if I win or lose anything at this point. I've seen what I wanted to see. I kind of want to try on more masks. But I have to imagine they're all like sewn onto the middle of my face, no matter what it is. Perhaps I won't imagine for much longer. I'll actually take the time to go check. Taking a beating in the old reason department. More looting options. Knowledge is a bit of a lost cause, unfortunately. I don't think I have any more purchasing to do, but whatever. We'll go with the knowledge route. Stat points are pretty valuable. Yeah, I think I rescued one of the 3 people at the school without realizing it. Magic item, you say? Maybe magic beans? Nope, just a human skull. I don't have any spells, so the human skull doesn't do me much good. Alas. This guy again. Have more blood. Got the theologist. Off to the forest, we'll save the third one, and probably have an easy time with the boss fight. But first I gotta kill this guy. And that's only 15 damage. Can I throw a skull at him? There's 15 HP. Decent chance I will whiff this, and then I'll be in big, big trouble. Haha. I whiffed it. Well, that was bound to happen. I'll probably still survive. Although this boss only damages reason. But I had the experimental drug to recover a lot of reason. You gotta start by killing the villagers. Which is going to be easy because I now deal 5 damage per attack. Still gotta land 4 of them. That's pretty much the best I can do. And I missed one. Classic. Well, let's start taking drugs. I need them at this point. Pretty sure I've looked at the fertility monster before, but take a closer look. Fertility goddess has been caring for Kaibar village for centuries, asking for human sacrifices in return. Standard stuff. Now we'll just deal 38 damage in as few turns as possible. Another turn like that and we're all set. Always gotta miss just one. Sure, charisma boost. There's only one mission left. Still haven't gotten contaminated water, at least. And I have so much doom to spend, but I can't spend it because this all takes place in the mansion. I am going to start by taking my energy drink finally. +1 dex for the rest of the mystery. I don't really care what Lovecraft has to say. And this does look like a lot like H.P. Lovecraft. And apparently his estate is not suing this video game over similar appearances, unlike Junji Ito. Oh, this is a good way to get our reason back. Like so. I don't even care. I am not going to respect this corpse in the slightest. 100% chance to hit. Can't ask for much more than that. But it's gonna take a lot of turns, so maybe I dodge. Dodging is dirt cheap at this point. I did not successfully dodge. Sued is not the right term for what's going on with old World of Horror, but they frequently get cease and desist and stuff for veering too close to what they are referencing. Basically, the drawing of Junji Ito did get censored out of the game, and all the characters that were teenagers going to high school are now 20-year-olds, still inexplicably going to high school. I found a way out. I gotta see that the corpse is gone. I gotta not care in the slightest. And I gotta take a bath. Well, they have become one. I have a 115% chance to hit. That is not quite 18 damage. If I throw a cleaver at them, it will be. Yay. Now they're separated. Yeah, this game has unfortunately gone a lot of... It's undergone a lot of changes that were, like, in the same vein as Vampire Survivors, but Vampire Survivors had tons of literally stolen assets in it when it first launched. This game used all unique art and stuff, but it still was asked to remove it all. And then there's Bloodborne Cart, which just suffered an unfortunate fate. Basically, they're cracking down on fan games in a way that sets a disturbing precedent. I think I need to dodge. So I'm only dealing 3 damage a turn. And that is embarrassing. What else can I do? Not much. I can try throwing stuff at it. Faster spiritual actions is exactly what I need right now. I can't run away because I am up against MCP Pants, who locks me in to all combat encounters. Successful dodge, at least. I think I'm gonna end up just doing this and hoping for the best until I get it down to 6 health. So far, so good. One more turn like that and we're all set. The ghost froze me. We ended up not being all good. Sotomura also needs to be dodged, because I cannot catch a break right now. Yeah, actually, we just need to do this, and then I'll take 1 stamina damage, and then win next turn. I'll take the guaranteed acceptable outcome, rather than the possible perfect outcome. Sacrifice a guest. and conclude the ritual, and off he goes. I couldn't care less. I'm obviously doing just fine. I'm investigating like a pro. Everyone should bow down before my greatness. Perception up. Now's a great time for it. So far, the Nintendo lawyers have failed utterly to stop those fan games. The entire Kaizo community. But like I said, dangerous precedents are being set. They might finally be able to weasel in there and kill Kaizo. I got plenty of Doom to spend. I will fail the Polaroid, as I always do. But Takashi-san does not stand a chance. Bonus damage. So he's even more dead. I'm gonna fail most of these, because my stats are terrible. And I didn't bring a flashlight. Delightfully unprepared for everything. I want to say the dentist was second. Wrong. Still cannot lose this, so it doesn't matter. She decapitated herself. No problemo there. But I crushed that cocoon. Oh, it was the bus. Thank you, Kyril. It's all good. Another successful mission from someone who may or may not be a milkshake. They definitely can't sue this mod out of existence. But by God, they might try someday. Anyway, all the achievements. I'm curious about one of these. One of these achievements over here for completing the challenges unlocks a thing that is also unlocked by one of these other events. And I don't think they changed that yet. But yeah, World of Horror, good stuff. Keeps losing some of its good content due to minor legal squabbles, but overall it's doing great. And the fan community is also doing wonderfully. Those two characters were awesome. Those mysteries were fantastic. I think that was some excellent content that World of Horror fans have provided for me. So yeah, check out that modding community. It's over on Discord, and they're doing great work, and they will continue to do great work, and I will continue to celebrate it gleefully. Thanks for joining me. More World of Horror will return. Probably when scenario mode finally launches. Have a good one in your own World of Horror.